Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Hello farmers, and welcome back to the Pacific Northwest. A few things before we get to the map. Well, while we're here, last episode we had a problem with the water trigger. I sent him over an email, and he actually already knew about this and already had fixed the problem. So he fixed that before he sent, as you probably saw in my description in the last episode, he's already sent a copy of the map to Giants for testing. So they had it since Monday. You're seeing this on a Thursday. So right now on the forums it says about 4 to 5 days before they get to mod. So maybe today as you're seeing this they're getting to it, or maybe tomorrow. But that's what I have on that. As for mod updates, this pig food mixer that we have now has counters on it, so we can see I got 40,000 liters of pig food. I have close to 6,000 liters of diesel fuel, and apparently I have no canola right now in there, switching over to pig food / diesel fuel. And also they got rid of the ramps because it was kind of matching this one right here. Yeah, so I kind of like the looks of this. It's a little bit better. I would like it in English though, but that's because I speak English. But that's fine. That's more than fine. I did watch a couple of videos on this outdoor pigistry thing. Yeah, and everyone says the same thing I do that I saw, is that we love the looks of the map and the mod and everything. Just that it kind of sucks that the roof is in the way. The only thing I thought of that would work, but it's something I never done, and I think it was Mr. Sealy P that said the same thing. Conveyor belts to feed the pigs with food and straw. Yeah, but that's on that. So there are the animals. Oh, the other thing is, does this have GPS on it? Does my Dukes Fire have GPS? Does not. I think my truck has GPS, which is up here. We've been kind of focusing on the lower half of the map. We've harvested this field here. We've been over to the forest. We kind of been over to the sawmill delivering wood once. We put grass in this field here. We're going to spend some time today up in the northern part. We're going to harvest this field here of, is that oats? Yeah, it's oats. So we got an oat field here. It's ready for harvest. I don't know if I got a corn header for the John Deere harvester up here. If I don't, I was thinking about, I was going to buy this field. I'm like, oh, that's corn. That means I need a corn header. So I do have a corn header for our harvester down here. Or I may just buy another field and we'll harvest that. But let me jump up to our truck. So like I've been saying with GPS, every time you start the game, the lines are there. Well, if you look right there, the lines aren't there. If I do this, lines show up. So Alt-C with the new version of GPS, you can turn the lines on or off without having to go into this mode here. I think that was updated probably like 5 days ago. I'm recording this on Tuesday, so it's probably updated like last week, about a week ago by the time you see this. So anywho, here is our truck that we're going to be... Where is that field that we have? It's the field right over here. Oh, hoy, hoy. It's right there, Peanut. Yeah, I knew where it was. I'm just testing things out here. So I'll bring the truck. I think we'll just park it right here. Good enough. Good enough. Yeah, sounds good. Park that right here. Let's go ahead and we're going to grab the John Deere harvester. Something I don't particularly use in 19 if you've been watching my series long enough. I don't know what it is about the John Deere harvesters. It just, I don't know, they just don't suit me for some reason. I like the tractors. Just the harvesters, I don't know what it is about the harvesters. They just don't, they're not sweet to my eye for some reason. Probably for one is the headers. The headers need to go on a trailer. Maybe that's it. Yeah, I know I'm lazy. I don't like putting my headers on a trailer. I just like taking my headers and folding them up and then doing it that way. I am lazy that way. So yeah, it finally did stop raining. I mean, it rained a lot. What button? I always forget what button it is. Let's lower that down. I don't like it sticking up that high. There we go. I have no idea really where that should be. So do I have it on? No, we're going to turn that off. There we go. We'll mosey around a bit in this thing. Also, let's get rid of that course play. I just updated course play too. Just seeing what that's all about. So they still show the HUD. You gotta keep changing that. Now in FS17, these two fields here, this one that we're in and the one in front of us, I combined that for one field. But he's got trees there now as well. But I guess you could still merge the fields together. Why not, right? I don't even know what the capacity of this machine even is. I mean, it is a decent combine, just not my style. Not my style. But I do love the tractors. And I'm starting to get a little excited with this map. You know, getting close to release when it comes out in release. Like I said, we will be starting a Let's Play on here. The question is, I don't know how I'm going to do it just yet. Originally, I thought, well, we'll just end Mercury Farms and come here and sell off Mercury Farms and take the money from there. But I'm enjoying Mercury Farms too much to do that, so I'm leaning toward just starting. Yeah, we'll just start like Experienced Farmer or whatever the heck it is. One of these days, I'll get those right. And yeah, we'll see. I don't know if I just want to start it off as we come here with no money and we do contracts. I am curious while we're thinking about it. So the contracts in here, yeah. So the big fields down below, fertilizing, 16 grand. Does it show how much if I borrow items? Use your own equipment or lease for reward reduced by 2,300. So I mean, we could earn quite a bit of money doing contracts in lower fields. So I mean, I could just do an episode, a couple of of contracts for a while. I mean, but really, in order to, before I even get like my first tractor, we're gonna have to do a lot of contracts, aren't we? A lot of contracts. Do the contract pricing changes on the economy? Let me just see. Fertilizing field 32 is 16,000. Yeah, I'm testing other things out now. Where is that setting? If I go to hard economy, we'll save game. Contracts. So even on hard economy, it doesn't really change the pricing of the contracts. The contract's pricing the same, which is interesting. All right, well, maybe that might reset if I restart the game, so I don't know. We're going to stay on normal just because. Yeah, so I don't know if, like I said, we'll just come here. We'll come here with $0. No tractors, no land, no nothing. And we'll just start off at the workshop or something and just like, hey, we're looking for jobs. And we'll just start doing some contract jobs, which will allow us to use machines that maybe I normally wouldn't use, like a John Deere harvester, and then save enough money to finally buy a tractor. And then, of course, after you buy a tractor, you know, then, wow, you know how much equipment I would need? Wow, that's a lot of stuff, man. That's a lot of stuff. And then I'll have to see, I'm not sure if the only thing I said was the land values seem a little on the high side, but like he said in an email to me that he is just using the vanilla pricing of land for how big an acre, you know, per acre. I mean, it's just like Ravenport or Felsburn, I guess, the pricing. So I think I'll just have to wait and see when the game does get when the map does get released. Exactly, have a quick look at it, see how the land pricing is, Yes, I'll have to figure out how to do that. And who knows? I mean, the game, this map, I keep saying game, this map could be released, you know, by the end of the weekend. Who knows? I mean, if Giants finds no errors with it. But from what I heard, Giants always finds something. They always find something. It's like they dig for it, and I kind of laugh a little bit about that. Giants always find something wrong with the mod, because it's not like their maps are the greatest when they come out. So, I don't know. Yeah, see, I'm getting so used to modded stuff, it's like, wow, this thing harvests awfully slow. But, yep, this is the base speed. Yeah, so I think back in the 17 version, this might have been the first piece of land I bought, or it's either something you, I think this one might be the one you started with, this little piece of land right here. It sure has been a while, though, since I started on that map. I want to say it was like last September. Could have even been in August or September. Late August, early September. That's what I'm going to stay with. It'd be real easy to see. Just, you know, go to my my playlist on Pacific Northwest, and you can probably see when the first video was published, and you'll know. But I haven't looked. And I always like this field just because you get a good look at the southern fields. But I always thought this about Farming Simulator, of course, even Farmer's Dynasty. I thought Farmer's Dynasty was going to have it, but I don't know if they will or will not. Is the fields that you don't own, seeing the NPCs harvest or work in their own fields. So, like, I could be up here, I could look down there and see like someone cultivating a field or doing whatever. Would be kind of interesting also to be driving on, like, wait a minute, there's a tractor in that field down there. Yeah, so this is probably going to hold, what, like, well, probably right around 10,000 liters, I think. Now, I really don't think I'll be starting in New Farmer on here. So the one thing I haven't checked out yet is if I start an experienced farmer, are these buildings all gone up here? I have an idea of where I want to put my house, but I think the money's going to be the issue. I got to see how to... It all depends on how I start the map, and part of me kind of just wants to have some money so we can get into the pigs. I don't want to do it like I did on Hawke's Bay. Whoa, no thanks. That is just running around. I think on Hawke's Bay I went too many fields on that one. That's the problem. But when you have a $20 million loan, you got to pay off and need lots of fields. But at least on here, you know, I think, you know, definitely playing hard economy. I don't want to get too rich too soon. But I also don't want to be harvesting with the bison or the New Holland. What's that? What's that model number for that New Holland? Now I gotta see. Yeah, the TX32. Right now we're playing on. I almost said Massey Ferguson again. I keep doing that. On Mercury Farms, we got the Rasta Mash, the Masher. New vehicles, 15,000. What? Oh, that's because I bought GPS on one of my vehicles to test out getting the lines on and off it. But I also don't expect to start this map and just give myself $15 million and just buy everything and go. I always try to come up with these plans in my head, and I said, oh, this is what we're going to do. And then as that time approaches it closer, my plan changes like 16 times. Just like on Mercury Farms, I think I said I'm not going to do pigs, and now I'm kind of leaning towards getting some pigs on that farm. Only because of the pig food mixer. Just makes it a lot easier, not having to do root crop and all that other stuff, so it saves money on harvesters. But I do like how on here he put trees around these fields as well. So if you were to buy some land around here, you could harvest some trees. And as we saw that one trailer, we did get $40,000 as my hand hits the microphone. But I will say, like I said, I'm recording this on Tuesday. What's today? The 7th of May? I know it's Tuesday. Yeah, it's the 7th of May. I did happen to look on Giants Forum, and they said mods in on the current testing list. And I did not see the Pacific Northwest on that list. Although he did tell me he emailed it over Monday morning. So, I mean, they should have it, but I'm pretty sure maybe they just haven't got to his email. But I will give Giants some credit. About a couple weeks ago, I think that they were backlogged by 7. It took them like 7 to 8 days to get to mods. And now on today's forum, they said they're backlogged by about 4 days or so. Like I said, if I find out anything since I've recorded this and from when this video goes live, I'll leave it in the description below of something I may know about. Like he may email me and say, well, they found a couple things I need to fix, which I'm expecting that because it's Giants, and like I said, they always find something. I forgot who I was watching. They were mentioning that about mods, and a couple of maps got rejected, and it was all because on the map screen, you know what I mean, this screen right here. So you know how some maps will have like a little info, like they'll have red lines around something, and they'll say what the red lines mean or whatever. They were getting rejected because of that. They're like, why? It's just a helpful information on the map. So. But like always, we're just waiting and seeing. But, you know, I've been kind of sort of testing on this map, and the only thing I found, first I thought it was a train, but that was just me being me and not having the right car selected. And then the water tank, which like, oh, okay, the water tanker doesn't work. I said, I got to be doing something wrong because I'm that stupid. But apparently the trigger was, I forgot where he said the trigger was. It was like on the east side. I think he said on the east side of the gate or something like that. So the trigger is actually there somewhere, just not right where the water reservoir is. But he's already fixed that problem before I emailed him. I'm guessing this field is not well taken care of. Alright, so we know it needs to be plowed. It needs lime. And it wasn't fertilized. So the only good thing about this field is it had no weeds in it. That's the only thing I got going for me right now in this field. It just had no weeds. So, as you know me, we'll probably have cow. Well, I shouldn't say probably. We will have cows. We will have chickens. Probably sheep. Excuse me, pigs. Wow, why do I always think of pigs and say sheep? I need to go see someone about that. It's terrible. I think because I was thinking that what you start off in this map is with sheep, and I was thinking, well, the only thing I may not do is sheep. But you know me, once I get going on the map, once I have enough cash, I'll be like, well, we might as well do whatever animal we don't have yet. Horses, I'm just trying to stay away from horses because, well, there's two ways of doing it. You do it with horse helper, which is pretty much you just feed the horses, and every 10 days you get a whole bunch of cash. Or is it 8 days? Or you don't use horse helper, and then you got to spend all the time training the horses yourself. Which, yeah, I'm not interested in doing that. I don't think I'm going to get this whole field into the combine. And I'm wondering, because I haven't yet used a John Deere, is that pipe going to be high enough for our trailer? I think it will be. But there's a couple things I thought of for this map, and I don't want to say what I might plan on doing because they'll take away the fun in it. Alright, we are just about full, and I think I'm just going to stop there anyways. Let's hop over and grab the Volvo. And I'm thinking we're just going to buy the cornfield right across from us, and we'll grab one of our harvesters down there, and we'll pick up the corn header that we already have and come up, and we'll zip to that field in no time. Yep, that pipe is high enough. There we go. See, I knew that. I don't know what you guys were all worried about. As we wait and wait. Oops, I don't need to be, I'm like sitting in the truck. I'm like, yep, I'll be ready to go in just a second. Nope, I need to be in this one right here. Looks kind of funny when you look in there and empty the combine. You look in the trailer, it's like, is that all we got? Yep, that is all we got. And instead of just selling the grain, I think we'll just dump it into the silo, because like I said, when the map gets released, I won't be continuing on this save, so plus the map is going to need to be updated anyways. But also, I don't know if I mentioned in the last episode, so there, if you remember the Total Mix Rations mixer that used to be out in 17, that is sort of been converted now over to 19. It's this version 1 though, and there's no animations on it and all that kind of stuff. He said he's working on it. I always say he, it could be a she, I have no idea. They said they are working on it. So you got the Total Mix Rations mixture that you saw at the beginning of this episode down there. But yeah, it's the, I mean, there's quite a few of them that were out there in 17. I was trying to picture the one that was down below in this map in 17. It wasn't that one. But they're starting to come out, as you see. So we got a pig food mixer. We got the Total Mix Rations mixer. There is, so our pig food mixer makes diesel fuel. I do believe there is just a diesel fuel station or whatever you want to call it, but the one I saw was getting a lot of thumbs down on it because I guess it's not really working that well. So it sounds like we're starting to hit the peak of people starting to getting to know how things work. It's funny how Giants has changed a little bit of a thing from one series to another, and of how much the mods had to change over. Alright, turn this harvester off. Alright, let's go dump this into our silo. Yeah, in 17, I had the chicken mod. Right where that shed is, actually. And I forgot how many chickens I ended up having. But the egg prices in 17 are not as nearly as good as they are in... what did I say? Wait, the egg prices in 19 are a lot better than they were in 17. That's what I wanted to say. And I'll spit it out. Like I always do. Alright, so let's go ahead and... Actually, let's pick a field. I think actually instead of getting corn here, we'll do field 14 because that's on the other side. So we'll grab the John Deere because that's barley. Wait, is that ready for harvesting? Yes it is. Well, that's a lot of... You get 2 fields there. So let's head up to field 14. And I just realized I was going this way because I was going to take... Well, that road is still kind of there, right? Is there 2 ways to that road or just 1 way? There's a road on either side, so I'm trying to figure out, can I get there from here? Someone put in a big chicken coop there, and it's rough riding. Yep, I'm not getting across that riverbed, and I want to go on that side, I do believe. So this little placeable area here in 17, this is where the pig farm was, along with an area to sell your hay, straw, and grass. And something else was there, and I'm drawing a blank. I think it was a manure sell point. I can't remember. I think so. Alright, let's turn on the header. So this one's got weeds in it. Lovely, lovely weeds. But once again, like this field up here has trees in it, so instead of spending all that money on a tree harvester right off, I could, just buy a $1,000 chainsaw and go to town. But definitely would have to buy our auto-loading log trailer to make it easier. Because I have tried many times loading trees up regularly, and I can do it. It just takes forever. I remember doing it on Bjornholm with a log grabber and loading it in the back of the trailer, and just to get 5 trees loaded, it took me like 6 days. Okay, maybe not 6 days, but maybe 5.5. But it just took forever, man. But back in FS15, when FS15 came out, trees were the thing. Along with silage. The trees were worth more than silage. I think what we'll do right here, since you've already seen me harvest the lower field, but I'll try to show around a little bit as we go along, but we'll do a little bit of a time lapse here. I'll even zoom out so you get a better view, hopefully. So I'll just see you in a little bit. Looks like we're getting quite a bit of barley, actually. So yeah, let's harvest this field and see what we can get out of it. Well, I think I said in the last episode, the only thing I could think of that kind of I wish there was, and I was wrong in saying this, that there's not many placeable areas for animal pens, but really I kind of forgot about that where the old pig pen used to be in 17. I mean, that is a nice flat area to place. Well, you could probably put chickens down, probably a modded sheep and pig pen, and or cows. So probably 2 modded pens and a small chicken farm, or large chicken farm modded one. Plus you do have the industrial parks you can also do as well. Alright, let's destroy our crops there. And we're going to call that good for harvesting this field for now. So let's go ahead and dump this in here. Nope, in here. There we go. And we'll take it to one of these 2 sell points. Timberline Mill we kind of been to. I think we'll go to the agro wholesales just because they can bring us in through here. And I want to take, with the truck, I want to take the road down to here to the BGA just to see how that goes. Let's go ahead and zoom on in. Don't need to be a mile away. Someone left the truck running. I wonder who that was. Uh-oh, I'm not going to be able to make that corner. Who put that tree there? Man. Come on, Volvo, turn that trailer. You got enough wheels? There you go. Finally. Yes, also, the one change, probably for this map is a good thing, is all the hedges are gone. But I wouldn't mind if he had the fence posts like he does down the south where you cut 1 and 5 disappear. I'm fine with that. Actually, this sell point was closer than I thought it was. Where is the trigger for it? Out back? Of course it's out back. Yeah, the price doesn't really matter. We're just here to sell. Sell, sell, sell. Can I actually take anything out of these silos, or is it just... I'm sure I can't. It just looks like you can. Can you sell me anything? Nope. Be interesting if you can come up here and buy like wheat or barley for chickens if you need it. Let's go ahead and see if I can kind of see the road now. Can I take it here? Or do I need to go one more field over? I can't remember. Wait, is this the road? Yes, this is the road. This is the road less traveled. This could be kind of fun when seasons comes along and there's snow on this road. Definitely don't want to go off the road here. It's a long ways down. And you're not driving it out, that's for darn sure. Well, looks like he actually did leave a little space there. I mean, if you go on the river, you're probably too deep anyways. I can imagine trying to fill a big water tanker down there and try to come up that cliff. Might not work out too well for you. So, I mean, that road's not too bad, but then again, I am running with an empty trailer. We're right on down to the BGA. I'm trying to think, if I bought the BGA, or if you were to buy the BGA... Oh, you don't get this land? Ooh, okay. I was trying to think, the BGA would be perfect, because you got plenty of room to put one of those total mixed rations mixers in here. The new placeables that they're coming out, you can put it right there, and you can put the cow pasture like right on the other side of the fence. So you just come here, and plus you got a water reservoir right there. I'm liking that idea myself right now, aren't you? How much is this? Oh, it's 300,000, and this is so you're looking at about $500,000 for these two pieces of land. So yeah, so you can make your silage here, bring it on in. The only thing you would probably need to do is, well, you're going to need hay and straw as well, aren't you? I mean, straw is not too big of a deal because you can make straw from any field and then bring it down. Same thing with grass, I suppose. But you would need like a... Well, you wouldn't need a silo because you can just put it right into the Total Mixed Rations mixer. Yeah, what am I thinking? Just put it right into the mixer. That's all you need to do. But I think if I do cows, that might be something I could do right there. Put the cows way over here. Put the mixer right in here with the BGA. That way I don't have far to go with the silage. I like that idea a lot. So this is what I was saying about the fence post, in case you haven't seen it. So if you want to get rid of these fence posts here, you see the ones with the white tips on top? Those are the ones that you want to cut. And it'll just make them it'll take out the 5 in between. And which way do they go? Well, if you don't know which way they go, if you go on top of the post, you see a red arrow. It'll get rid of those. Do I have a chainsaw? Dang right I do. Oh, I don't have this land? Ah, son of a... Do I have enough money to buy the land? Yeah, I do. Alright, so we come down here. The one thing I didn't check... Alright, so it does get rid of these 5 here and the stumps that would be in the ground. But the one you cut leaves a stump in the ground, which is fine. It's fine. So, same thing, if you want to get rid of all those, you got to come over here. There we go. If I learned how to move the mouse. I mean, that is so much easier than having it. I mean, that saves a lot of time right there. A lot of time. Is there a problem, people? I think the second time on this map in 19, I've caused some traffic concerns here. And on that note, I'm going to, do some road rage here. That's going to do it for today's episode, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Did a little work up in the north so you can kind of see a little bit around there. We've been spending some time down here. Yeah, on Saturday I'll probably spend some more time up on the northern part, but maybe we'll do some work like over here. Maybe I'll bring up the other harvester and corn header because it's mostly corn, I believe, over here. Or cotton. So we might come over here and do some work so you can kind of see this area as well. But like I said, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you next time on the Pacific Northwest. But until then, have a good one. What's up, dude? Any problems? Any problems? I didn't think so.